Alright, we're in round 2. We would like to play first. And this seems like an easy mulligan. I mean, we can try and live the dream of drawing perfectly, but yeah, let's not do that. 2 lands. Yeah, this is fine with a scry. This goes on the bottom of the library. And hoping to draw a green source, but any mana will actually do just fine for us. Oops, let's take that upkeep stop off. Ooh, we draw a mountain. So, not the 3rd land we wanted, but that's okay. It will get the job done. It will let us play our Cryptolith Fragment, which will let us play our Maniac on the following turn. Or we could just play Angler right now. Good question. I don't think that... I mean, we can't block. So let's just get our mana situated to start. This way we have all the options for next turn. We could play an Enlightened Maniac. We can, if we draw another land, we can you know, grapple and angler. So let's see. Okay, Foul Emissary is also a good draw. Let's play our Maniac and pass it back. It's also, we do have the grapple with the pass, so like we can get back our Maniac if he decides to kill it. I think right now I'm happy just trading for his Scab, or at least offering the trade there. I mean, we could try and trade for this guy, but I don't think it's necessary. So, okay, he's gonna pump his guy, kill our guy. Okay. So he doesn't get full value out of it, but that's fine. A couple 1-drops here. Ooh. So right now we just get to wipe his whole board. So we go 2 damage to that and 1 to everything else. Yeah. So 2 damage to a creature, 1 damage to each creature. Cast 2 damage to that. And it's pretty clean 3-for-1 right there. Unless he has... Alright, so he's going to Prowess. Not bad. I mean, it's still a 3-for-1. We still got the card out of his hand. Otherworldly Outburst. I'm not super high on that card. I think we just take the 2 damage here. I don't think that matters too much to us. Ooh, a Geist. Okay, so he's playing a Geist with his... So now we have 5 mana. So we can grapple with the past and play a guy. I think I'd just rather play Angler. Yeah, because then there's the possibility that we dump like our Gargoyle into the yard. That's an annoying card, especially since our opponent is definitely playing some cheap spells. Okay. I'm gonna guess our opponent does not have a instant because he could have attacked with his Scob. So we're gonna just go ahead, grapple with the past. Ooh, a Lashweed Lurker. Is better than a 4/5 for sure. So we will be taking the Lashweed Lurker. Alright. So that's going to take 4 mana. So we don't have enough to play our Bloodbriar. But we can play Foul Emissary plus Bloodbriar. And then next turn, yeah, I think that's probably the play. So 1, 2, 3, Foul Emissary. Maybe we get lucky. Ooh, Noose Constrictor or Geist. I think Noose Constrictor's pretty great in this scenario. And then bottom. So I think it's still Bloodbriar here. Just next turn we're gonna have a very good turn, I think. And still not gonna attack. And we will activate this. Maybe we'll get our gargoyle into the graveyard. Next turn we get to Lashweed Lurker, his Geists or something to the on top of his library. Let's see. And we even get to play Noose Constrictor as well. 5. Ooh, reduce the ashes on our Grizzled Angler. I think... So... There's no reason to transform this, right? Like... Yeah. Or to even mill 2. So he's got a 4/3. Yeah, he's definitely attacking. I think the 3/4 we just so yeah, I think we just block with our. Okay, so if we leave this alive, we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 7 mana. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have 2 more for our Noose Constrictor. So yeah, we'll block with our Enlightened Maniac. We don't need the extra mana. Okay, we'll keep that in hand. We are going to cast the Merge, sack our Foul Emissary. It doesn't actually matter. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And these all get stacked. We'll put the... I guess we can put the Scob on top of the library because we're going to play Noose Constrictor. Okay. Yes. Okay, that seemed to be pretty good for us. And then we get to attack with our Bloodbriar. And we have to play our Noose Constrictor. And if he attacks, we will trade happily. That's why we kept the Forest in our hand. If he kills our Noose Constrictor, we're just dead, right? We're pretty close to flipping the Fragment. Ooh, we got a Cultist, so we can attack with Lashweed Lurker, Bloodbriar, and we can attack with the Horror token too. And then if he has a removal spell, like, let's see, we're dead to a removal spell either way, right? Yeah, because if he removes our Noose Constrictor, we're just dead. Yeah, because that will pump this. Okay, unless he removes it. No. Okay. If he removes it with like sleep paralysis, that's the only scenario where we're not dead. But I tend to think he's probably running instants in his deck. And this way he has to block, otherwise he's dead to the Cryptolith Fragment. Okay, that's a good sign for us. So, move the damage. Let's see, what's he got? I don't know. 3 mana. Borrowed Grace. Okay. So both his guys are going to live. He's got no cards in hand. 4/5 and a 3/6. So these guys are just going to bounce. That's fine. We get to play our Cultist. 1, 2, 3. So if our opponent draws a removal spell, we are in the same. We're dead to a top deck removal spell. That's basically the scenario we're in. Okay, but yeah, we get it because our opponent can't. This is going to transform, and then he can't block enough. Okay, let's see. So we've got the blue-red spells deck. Couple things. So Turn Aside might be a reasonable sideboard option against him. Clip Wings. He only had that one flyer, but it's a good one. So I guess the question is, do we want to play a Turn Aside instead of a Spreading Flames? And I don't know if we really want to. I mean, I guess we could play a Turn Aside instead of a Catalog. That's probably fine. Yeah, I can see that. He's got some removal spells, and there's some creatures that he's going to want to remove that if we can keep alive, will be very difficult for him to win. So let's just submit that. Alright, we got a Noose Constrictor and a Primal Druid. Seems good to me. I think we... Let's keep this. Let's see what our opponent starts off with. Ooh. No 1-drop. So I think probably, unless our opponent plays like some crazy 2-drop with 3 power, we're probably playing our Noose Constrictor. Yeah. We don't need the Primal Druid right now. Next turn, I think we want to play... Geist lets us scry to set up our turns a little better. Let's see what our opponent plays. Cultist, just very solid. Okay. So 2/2. I think we'll play this the cultist to just to trade with that. We don't need. I don't think we need to block it. We can also attack and like discard our Spreading Flames or something. I don't think our opponent can profitably block because we'll just trade, like, we could just trade a Foul Emissary for his Uninvited Geist. Yeah, that seems fine. Or a Primal Druid. Like, we don't need any of these cards. Oh, he's not even going to block. So, yeah, I think we just play the Cultist. I mean, the Emissary does give us a... No, let's just play the Cultist and see if he's in the market for a trade. Like, we could play the Geist to just bounce off, but we don't need the Scry this turn. Gorgers, 5/3. So, might want to play the Primal Druid just to block that. Let's see. Let's think. Yeah, if we block with our Primal Druid, so we play a land, block with Primal Druid, so we'll go up to 5 lands, and then next turn we can play a Geist. We could also play like Foul Emissary, or we could just double block here. No, I think we play Primal Druid because we'll just let that die. Get our red source. I don't really want to trade a Noose Constrictor for his Gorgers, but I don't mind just letting him run into our Primal Druid. Get a mountain. Then we can play something like Geist and Grapple. Ooh, that's not what we want to see. So he's attacking. We could trade. Oh, we could just block with Cultist Noose Constrictor, and next turn we can play like Primal Druid and if we draw a land, we'll be able to... Yeah, that seems fine. Double block here seems fine. Also, if our opponent puts the cultist first for some reason, we can discard 2 cards and keep our Noose Constrictor alive. Okay, he's going to give it +1. So he's going to trade that for an Eldrazi. Seems okay. Yeah, we get to draw a card. He gets a... Okay, and we draw Forest. Good draw. Another Forest. Okay, so I think we just play Primal Druid and Geist will help block, give us a scry. Next turn we can follow Emissary. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Because if our opponent kills our Primal Druid, we just get the spreading flames away his board. Okay. So he doesn't mind letting us get our mana. And we definitely want to block there. We'll take 2. Yes, we're going to get a mountain. So we get to spreading flames away his board if that's something we want to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 5. We have 7 mana, so we can spreading flames his board, or we can play 2 guys. I think spreading flames is just great. 1, 2. So we'll do 3 here. Let's do 4 here and 2 there, just in case there's anything. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Get rid of his board. And then next turn we get to play our whole hand if we want. We get to play Foul Emissary to see if we can hit a creature. Okay. Opponent's going to draw some cards. Untap some lands. Yeah, if we play Foul Emissary and hit like Elder Deep Fiend or something, that'd just be great. Let's see. So you have something to do? Okay, Scab. So that's not the worst for us. Ooh, and we get the Lashweed Lurker naturally. So I think we want to still play Foul Emissary. Yeah. Because we can sack the Foul Emissary to the Lashweed Lurker. Okay, so here we definitely want to get the Angler. And then, I guess, put him on the bottom. And I do think we want a Lashweed Lurker. 3, yeah. So we're going to sack the Foul Emissary. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yes, put that back on top. We have a grapple with the past in case he kills our lurker. We got a Geist that's gonna, I think next turn we just play Geist Angler. We can start scrying away our lands. Choking Restraints. Well, it's a good answer. Scourge Wolf. But he does not have Delirium. But it does have First Strike. Okay. Ooh. So we can Savage Alliance. I think we just play Geist. Plus Angler. And pass the turn back. No reason to attack into his First Strike guy. I don't think we have anything that gets rid of Choking Restraints. Like I think we have a Drag Under in our list. But let's see. Okay, he has his own Enlightened Maniac. So, and a Scab. Okay, so I don't even think we grapple with the past at this point. I think it's more valuable in our hand. Okay, we get to scry. Bottom. Alright, so first thing, if we attack, then we can like Savage Alliance his Scab, deal 1 to everything. If we just attack with the horror, he can just trade off with his horror. We could put the top 2 into our library. I think we're okay just if we attack with both, he can trade like here and he put this guy here and then we Savage Alliance. Yeah, that doesn't end up great for us. Yeah, so I think on his turn we'll use the Grizzled Angler. If we hit any creatures worth hitting, we can grapple them back. Okay. Glad we saved the Savage Alliance. Get rid of his Geists. Okay. Let's see. Trail of Evidence. Okay, nothing crazy. Okay, we get to scry. That's a good one. Top of the library. Land. The question is, do we do anything? No, I think we're still... I think we can kill his Geists. At any time. So we'll just wait, see what our opponent wants to do. We can also transform our Gargoyle, trade with the Geist, and then flip our Angler, which seems like something we're interested in doing. So let's start by transforming Okay, scry 1. Catalog. Yeah, I'll put that on top. Let's start by attacking. Excuse me. Start by attacking with our flyer. Okay. Catalog. Ooh. Discard a forest. So next turn, we sack the Lashweed Lurker, pay 2, tap his team. Yeah. So, sack Lashweed Lurker, pay 2. Then we're going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4. We have Savage Alliance to kill his Geists. And we can grapple back our Lashweed Lurker. That seems good. We get to transform this. Alright, so let's start by 2 modes. 2 damage, 1 damage, cast, 2 damage, 1 damage, pay 4. Flip our angler, attack. Alright, and we got it. So that's round 2, and we'll see you in round 3 in the finals.